Have you worked out, presumably you have at this stage, where those extra police officers are actually going to go? I mean, where are they most needed right now?
No, so that's one of the conversations that we'll be having with police and crime commissioners, chief constables across the... So the stage looks like this. So we're at about 123,000 police officers at the moment. There was a plan already afoot from £1 billion of extra funding last year to recruit another 3,500 across the country. We're now putting in place to launch in September the next wave to get the 20,000 on top of that over the next 36 months.
So
and between then and now, we have to have a conversation about the deployment of those police officers and critically what they're going to be doing. Because what the public want to see is a restored sense of governance of the public realm. Right, alongside some of the enhancements to stop and search that we're putting in place today to deal with the big rise in knife crime that we really want to address assertively, we do need to address this general sense among the public that they want more reassurance from their police officers.
And do you kind of concede that extra police officers is certainly a good thing, and many people within the police and elsewhere will be relieved to see that? Although, first off, it may not quite even get us back to the peak in 2010. I mean, we're not necessarily even going to hit that peak of pre-austerity, are we?
Well, we need to get the numbers back up, because what we want to do is both increase the capacity and the effectiveness of the police. Now, I've got a 36-month job to get these 20,000. That's a big enough job on its own. It'll be the biggest expansion in policing probably ever. And so once we get to that stage, let's see where we are. The critical thing, though, is not so much to focus on the number of police officers, but on the product, on what are the crime figures doing. And, we have seen, unfortunately, over the last couple of years, an alarming rise, for example, in serious youth violence, which mirrors a rise we saw back in 2006, 7 and then in 8, that we need to get on top of and arrest. And that will be the primary focus. We can get obsessed, as we obviously do in government, on inputs, but really we need to focus on outputs. And what the public want is to see a reduction in crime generally.